Ladies and gentlemen.
Volume down a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen. For the 1007th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show. Featuring that dude called Big Mike.
Yeah.
As well as myself, Foul Duke. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Let me get myself situated here. Bam.
Yeah, let me adjust these mic a little bit. Got it on the J-Dub setting.
That's not a problem. Not a problem at all.
So, first things first episode of Mike here while they got the new policy going. Policies are changing here at the Mason and Friends Show to a degree. So I'm starting to make in like my own little like intro kind of deals, right?
Okay.
So this one I did with some samples and shit, and I'm not really sure how it is or isn't working as far as like, well actually, no, I know it's clear on YouTube because when I put the video up last night on YouTube, it was like no issues with copyright infringement, right?
Yeah, it's still not popping up on Spotify.
Bro. Spotify right now is the only thing you can even hear the show on other than the direct feed from Fireside.
Okay.
Like, it shows up on Apple, but it's not playable.
Huh.
Nothing is playable on Apple. So, I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on.
Gotcha.
I've got a note in with Fireside. They're not open on holidays, so I'm not quite sure where we're going to be standing with them. But the only episodes I can get to play are on Spotify, the ones that aren't docked.
Okay.
So
I got like 101 and down are all on Spotify.
Right. 1001 are on Spotify, but not all of them. There's about 200 that are removed.
Okay.
So Spotify, funny enough, is still playing the ones that are on there. So you could play them on Spotify, the ones that are still there.
Yeah.
But there's nothing, like everything shows up to 1005.
Yeah.
On Apple. But
you can't play
any of them.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I was yelling at Spotify because I'm like, what is your AI share information with all the other AIs?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking maybe it's the same AI company that does it for one, does it for all.
Maybe.
So since I can still play it off of Fireside, I'm like, I guess I got to record, all 640 episodes off of there in video format on an iPad and then load those onto YouTube and Rumble to have the whole thing be somewhere.
Gotcha.
Right?
Or is there a way to do an app?
That is another thing that I've been giving a lot of consideration to. I'm considering creating an app that will house the podcast feed as well as the video feed.
Yeah.
And just having everything be available there, like the Imperfect Entertainment.
The whole nine is all on one app. Yeah.
Right, have the whole thing. They put the old Final Call movie review show I did with the J-Dub on there.
Yeah.
Have just anything that is like something I've created, all be on an app and make it like a free app.
Yeah.
And have like maybe a banner app advertising thing going on it.
Yeah.
Like you can click and it'll say like Levi's 30% off or whatever.
Yeah, just something.
One of those standard feed bottom of the app ads that if you bump it, it'll take you somewhere or something. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, put something up that could net something, perhaps, potentially. Yeah. But like, definitely creating an app and using the app to house everything in one place and having it be like you can have an ID and there can be chats and questions or whatever, sort of make it more interactive, I guess, in the long run.
Yeah.
and all that kind of shit. But it's really fucking frustrating right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mega fucking frustrated because I was like, I kept seeing them on Apple, and I was like, all right, cool, they're going there. And then I went this morning to try to play one just to see, and it didn't work.
Yeah, because wifey was asking me what happened to the episodes, and I'm like, I don't know, have no clue. That's why I hit you up and told you about the Spotify joint.
Yeah, because Ace Bandicoot hit me up. He said he was going to YouTube, and I'm like, word up, do that. Like, I'm actually paying for YouTube at this point to be commercial free.
Gotcha.
And it's definitely worth the money. And there's an app that says it does music that you get with it, and it can migrate playlists. And I'm like, I don't feel like going back and changing my playlist, like locations on each individual thing, but I guess I could.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, there's just a lot of turmoil in the distribution aspect of things right now.
Gotcha.
And I'm not so much sure. I'm really not even sure at this point if it is Spotify or if it is a larger
conglomerate or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That there's a larger hand at foot. And we've been playing it fast and loose for a long time, so we might have to lean into like less copywritten shit in order to make sure that it lands. But I'm like, why is it not going up anywhere?
Yeah.
And then I started going through the website, all the links that I've had on there for years, and most of those places that are linked don't even exist anymore.
Gotcha.
Like half the things at least are not available as like a platform or an option. Like Stitcher doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like there's like a number of them that it's like you click it and it goes, that feature is no longer available, or that's just not here, or nothing's there. But ones that I could see it on, I'd hit play and nothing would happen. So it appears that everywhere that has audio is not doing audio right now. But I can play every episode off of the fireside.fm feed. Which is like the real original feed.
Yeah.
Which if I set up an app, I guess I have to link it to that RSS feed and have it just be there on the app and have it be, I guess, right there. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really an expert as to what the fuck's going on.
I mean, it sounds like that would actually be feasible and possible and should work. But then again, you never know how the fuck things are in the world. You know what I mean?
Well, right. And Fireside might tell me to go fuck myself, too.
Yeah. At some point, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's odd. That's interesting, though.
So my hope is that with that, like, worst case, but best worst case scenario is that, like, I'm going to ask Fireside if they can make everything new for me, like I'm a new client, but just migrate all of my content over into a new side and have it be, I go through all the processes as if I'm brand new, applying to put everything back in and let it all go back in place like it was.
Yeah.
And just not give Spotify any idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And just hopefully people that are real fans will be like, well, where did this show go? Search. Well, there it is. That's weird. Click. All right, cool. I'm back in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I got a few plans and concepts and ideas, but I'm going to have to fast track as much as possible recording screenshot videos of the Fireside thing playing.
Yeah.
Because I don't have all the MP3s.
Gotcha.
I just don't.
Okay.
If I did, I'd be like,
with no problem.
Yeah, I'd bang them out. I might have to really sit down and figure out what I've got and make videos that way, and then whatever I don't have, make videos the way I'm talking about, in order to round it out, in order to put everything on YouTube and Rumble.
There you go.
And have it all be there in one place, which it's not right now. Nothing is everywhere at this point.
Yeah, because I was like, man, I couldn't find it there. I didn't check the YouTube, but then again, I haven't been really sitting down to watch YouTube, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the beauty with the paid for YouTube, you can play a video and just black out your screen. You don't have to watch it.
Have it just play.
It plays, and you can hit pause, and then you can play. So, I don't know. It's like my opinions of all these different companies are rapidly changing.
Yeah.
I'm like, good job, Spotify. I hate you now.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm like, well, wait a minute. They're the only ones you can even still kind of hear the show on.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up.
You can hear certain episodes, but not all episodes.
Right.
We're not going to upload the new episode, the newest, but we have some of the new ones.
Right. So hopefully,
so pick and choose.
Hopefully, Fireside can flip a couple switches, and at the very least, have it be available everywhere that it could be, other than Spotify. And maybe Spotify will start accepting episodes again that don't have content issues.
Yeah.
Because YouTube hasn't flagged me on my last 3 episodes. I've never done 3 in a row.
Back to where you didn't get nothing on YouTube from.
Right. Like I got music playing in the background, but it's really low.
Yeah.
It's not noticeable other than there's something going on there. So that's kind of become the goal for the background music, and to clip it off at the very end of the show instead of letting it ride for a few seconds.
To where you can catch it.
Which is a vibe I've always liked.
Yeah.
Because I want this to come off like a couple guys chilling in the basement of the garage,
like
chilling.
Fading out.
Right. It's just it's like the radio's on the corner.
Yeah.
And it's playing something. Like the whole point of this show has always been to have that like chilling with your people's vibe.
Yeah.
And not like that real professional podcasting.
Like we're gonna talk about this subject, this subject. You know, it's just whatever the fuck's popping off at that moment.
Right. I'm trying to, influence the flow to have things be vibey and fun and off the cuff. And the thing with the movie intros has always been that it sparks a conversation you never would know would come if you get 3 or 4 people together and play something they all recognize but don't know what it is, and then everybody goes crazy about it, and then the conversation that comes out of that is completely organic and everything. Like that's what really pisses me off about it. I'm like, the AI system does not recognize art. This is an art we're doing here.
Again, if it's the AI shit, then it's
a wrap.
Like, you know
that's
what I
why
mean?
I'm like, all right, well, I got to tell the AI, because like I was looking at at a website that does apps by like AI prompts. You know, like I would say, I want an app.
You want this to be able to do this, and this.
Right. It is the Imperfect Entertainment app and runs off of this RSS feed, an entire podcast platform with comments and
video
and connect the YouTube video off of its YouTube if there is a corresponding episode, all that kind of shit. And just have that be there on the app.
But then, see, here's a crazy thing that I don't understand with AI. So say you use the AI prompt to set all that up.
Right.
Does now that AI prompt own or control what is then dropped and released? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
Who has that content now? Who has say over the content? The AI or fucking us? You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's a gray area right there.
Well, and I've literally been thinking about how hard is it to make an app? You know what I mean? Like, do I get building apps for dummies or something?
Have you talked to Dirty Trucker?
I haven't. I've been meaning to reach out to him
he
lately.
might be able to do something with it.
Yeah. Or at least point me in a direction.
Yeah, in a direction to go to.
Yeah, I might know somebody else too that could potentially give me some insight. So, yeah, like, I'm a little bit irked.
Yeah.
Because, like, just as I got the whole thing so all firing on all cylinders, now it's like, okay, now everything's falling apart on the rickety ship again. Now that everything sounds good and I can make the videos real quick and easy and I can just get the whole thing done smooth, and I've reached a point of, like, now I'm not completely overloaded with shit all the time. Hell yeah, now let's pile up another pile of shit.
It wouldn't be the rickety ship without some rickiness to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true, man. It's fucking annoying, though, god damn it.
Yeah. It's
very irksome. But, like, I was doing the show with my squeaky chair yesterday, but since I set up the mic, I had to figure out something, so I'm glad I found my old chair with wheels on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the back falls off of, so I don't really use it anymore. But at
shit
least
happens.
I can roll.
You can roll around
and I'm not squeaking. There's a little bit of roll sound, but no squeak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really, really irked because I was really wanting to get it so that things were just nice and consistent and available everywhere. And as soon as I did something to get us a little more out there, it's like,
nah, we're gonna hit pause on you for a second.
Absolutely, yeah.
But speaking of being irked and shit not working right, bro, I had a similar shit happen to me this past Friday. I had to go do this physical, right?
Right, for the new job. That shall remain nameless.
Now, they got 2 physicals you got to take. You got to take your DOT physical, and then you have to do like a physical fitness test for this company, too. So I'm like, all right, cool. Whatever, no problem. I was scheduled to be at this place at 1 o'clock. That was my time to be there. I drive all the way up to Alexandria. I get there at 12:30, bruh. I walk into the motherfucking building because I'm like, if I can get here early, maybe, I might luck out, be able to knock some of this shit out early and be good, right?
Right.
Wrong fucking thing. First of all, I get in the building and there's like maybe 4 people sitting down in the lobby, right? And you got this dude who's up front talking to these women about, I guess he had a piss test there, and they sent the piss test to the wrong place. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, fuck. How y'all send the piss test to the wrong place?
Yeah, that's some serious amateur
You know what I mean?
Right there.
So there was a woman in front of him that's talking to these are the people behind the counter now. You got a woman here, a woman in the middle, a woman on the far right. So it's 3 women in front of me behind this counter, and there's a woman in the back at the desk. So I'm just watching all this shit happen because I'm standing on the X waiting to be called. So I'm just standing there watching. The 2 women in the middle and the left, they're trying to help this guy, and he's like, look, I don't know what happened. I was here for a piss test on this day. The company's telling me they don't have the results because they said they never got them from you. They're telling him, no, we sent the shit off, so we don't know where it is. We send it to wherever. When we type in your name and we click on the link to send it to wherever, it prints out a label, and that's where we send it to. So wherever it went to, that's where it went to. Sorry. You could retake the test, you know what I mean?
And we'll send it to the wrong place again.
We'll send it through and see if it goes to the place that they say it's going to go to. So he's on the phone now with the actual people. Everybody's trying to figure this shit out, and I'm looking at the clock like, well, okay, I'm supposed to be here. Okay, cool. I'm here at 12:30. My shift's not till 1 o'clock. Now it's been 15 minutes. I'm supposed to be checking in right now. So I'm waiting. Now these women are getting mad at this guy for some odd reason. They're getting mad at the company. And so everybody's pretty much yelling at each other at this point. And I'm like, for what? If he has to retake the piss, just retake the piss test and then send it through, and it'll tell you.
He couldn't retake the piss test, dog. You know why?
I know that, but I'm just saying.
He's like, I need that piss that went through to go to where it's supposed to go to.
Yeah.
Because that piss is very special to me.
But I'm letting it be. You know what I'm saying? So this woman, she ends up coming up, and this woman says the same thing I said. She goes, we can retake your test. We'll put it through to see where it's going to tell us to send it to. And it'll tell us where it went to. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. So she's like, look, don't worry about it. All I'm going to do is say that this paperwork is yours. We're going to click to say send it, and we're going to see where it went to.
Right.
How about let's do that? So now
good start.
She's got to go back, find the files, whatever. She's in the back trying to find the file. The woman in the middle goes, okay, sir, come on up. And I'm telling her, hey, I'm here for this. The email tells me to say this specific phrase. I say it. The woman goes, can I see the email? Yes, ma'am, you can. I give it to her. The email says, you don't have to bring no paperwork, nothing. All you have to do is bring your ID, because all the paperwork has been sent to these people.
Okay.
This girl is looking up shit, and she can't find nothing. She goes, I see your email, but I don't see the corresponding email on our end. Can you forward your email to me? Yeah. Who the fuck do I send it to? Where's the information for me to send this? Right here on this little, okay. Sent it, boom, says email sent. I'm sitting there waiting.
I still haven't gotten it.
That's exactly what she said. I said, okay. I said,
why is it everything is the same fucked up shit everywhere?
Bruh, I couldn't figure this out. Have you? Now it's 1 o'clock. I'm supposed to be in the back doing something at this point, right?
Right, you're supposed to be in process, not checking it.
So I'm going through the process. I said, ma'am, it said I didn't have to send you anything or bring anything. It says you guys already have the information. And she goes, well, what's your name? And I'm like, it's on the license. I just gave you my license. She goes, oh, Mr. Bridget, yeah, you're here on. She pulls up a paper, has my name highlighted for the shit I'm supposed to do. But they still can't find the email from the company that I'm going through. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you have this confirmation.
Yeah, how'd you get the paper?
I'm here. You see this here. What do you need from me? Because there's nothing on this.
Yeah, what else do you need?
That you guys need on this email. There's no link to click or none of that. It just says, go in here, say this, and then they're going to send you to wherever you got to go to. About another 10 minutes went by this shit, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So this one girl, she's trying to figure shit out. This other lady comes from the back and she's like, look, he has to be registered twice. You just got to do it twice. He's got to register for the physical exam, and then he's got to register for the physical fitness part. Cool, whatever, no problem, I'll do that. They send me text messages now that I gotta fill out shit. So I'm filling shit out while they're talking about shit.
And then finally you get through all this and they go, sir, you're late.
So then this other lady that was originally back there, she had disappeared. She comes back, she yawns, bro. And I'm like, damn, she must be tired. I shit you not. There's a line. I mean a fucking line behind me, yo, of just so many people. I have you. While I'm up there, the dude with the piss test, he's still up there. He is still going through his shit, right? And these motherfuckers are getting irritated with him. This girl comes, bro, this girl comes from the back. She sits in the chair.
It's like when the girl at the 7-Eleven can't find the cigarettes for the guy.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Down. Just go down.
To the right.
The green pack. No, not the gray, the green.
The green.
Yeah.
No.
Green.
Dark green, not light green.
And so this girl comes back and she sits down in the chair and she goes like this.
Completely oblivious.
I'm like, wait a minute.
That's awesome.
And bruh, my mind was blown when I saw this, because I'm like, there's a line of people now. They are out the door, like, that's got to get checked in. This girl is struggling on my shit, which makes no sense because everything's right. I'm looking at my name on the paper highlighted for the time that I'm supposed to be here to do the shit I'm supposed to fucking do. This dude over here is trying to figure out where his piss tester went to, and there's a line of people, and this bitch wants to go to sleep. I'm like, where the fuck do they have me at doing this crazy? So now in my mind,
you're losing faith in the company you're going to work for.
Not only that, I'm losing faith in if my shit's even going to make it to the company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to lose the job.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Lose my job because of this clown show I'm dealing with here.
Yeah, so then they finally, this lady, the physical therapist, she comes up to the front. She's like, look, he's my 1 o'clock. I need him back here now because I got a full schedule. So just send him on back. He's okay. We'll do this part later.
That's fucking, now it's really getting sketchball.
Now, exactly. So I go on back here. I'm in the back at the physical therapy part of this shit, right? And this girl tells me, okay, you gotta do this push, pull, lift, and carry. You gotta do this circuit that we got set up, but you gotta do this 8 times in a row, not stopping. Fair enough, no problem. It's no big deal. I can do that. Whatever the fuck it is, I'll just knock it out, you know? She asked the girl, hey, first they couldn't get my blood pressure because they couldn't get the machine to work. And I'm like, how do y'all have a machine? And she's just like, she can't get it to work. The other girl comes over, she gets it to finally fucking work after another 10 minutes of fucking with shit. Now it's time to do the physical fitness test. She don't know where none of the equipment is. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
What am I pushing? Now? What am I pulling?
Like, I'm sitting
I don't know, it's here somewhere.
Everything you just said, everything you exactly, damn near verbatim, is exactly what the fuck was said, bruh. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I gotta be tripping today.
You're in the Twilight Zone.
So I'm sitting back, I'm like, you know what? Nah, it's all good. I know I got this gig. I just gotta do this right here.
In a dimension of time and space.
Yeah.
Where Big Mike cannot get anything accomplished.
Yeah.
Am I in a dream? Is this real?
Because it was a muggy day. Nobody really feel like doing shit. It's the day after Christmas.
Losing
you know
all
what I mean?
grasp of sanity.
So I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it. The lady goes, okay.
in an urgent care facility in Northern Virginia.
She goes, oh, I found the thing. And I'm like, all right.
The year is 2025.
It's this box or whatever. Now she's like, okay, she gives me to this.
And computers cannot help.
Fucking rack of machine that got all kinds of shit on it, and she's trying to figure out how to hook this motherfucker on. And I'm like, well, ma'am, there's a hook right here that could hook up to if all I gotta do is pull on that little box. She goes, you're gonna rip that out of the wall. I'm like, Fair enough.
Well, would that not prove that I'm physically fit?
You know what I'm saying?
If I start ripping shit out of the walls in here, will that help?
I said, you know what?
How about I pick your computer up and throw it across the room?
I said, fair enough. Makes sense. Okay, I'll rip it out the wall. Okay, gotcha. So she finds the fucking chain. She hooks everything up. Now we can start the physical fitness part, right? Pull on this thing a couple times with left and right hand. I gotta squat down, pick up this fucking thing of weights, walk with this thing of weights, and then I gotta climb.
How much did it weigh?
It started off at 30.
Okay.
And it ended at 75.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Squatting, picking this motherfucker up, walking with it.
Right.
And then they had these stairs, but the like, you know how you got the stair stepper? Well, they stacked it up to where it's like this tall. So I'm literally like,
it wasn't a milk crate challenge, was it?
Nah, it was almost like that. You know what I mean? It was like 3 milk crates high that you had to step up on and step down. You know, you had to do that a few times, but you had to do this whole circuit over and over and over.
Right.
Now, while I'm doing this, she has other patients now because her patients are now showing up. Like, I was supposed to be done before her patients even started showing up. I would have been done.
Right.
So now
she's doing double duty.
Yeah, because she's the only one in this motherfucker, the only doctor in the physical therapy part doing shit, right? So I'm like, fuck. So she's got 2 people over here plus me. She's telling me to do this shit, tell this lady to do this shit, got this guy doing this shit, and she's circling back around and she's like, okay, you need to do this, then do this, and then do this. I'm like, bet. So I'm doing all this shit and I'm watching her go over here. She's showing the lady, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Then she goes over here, you need to do this, like, she is really on point with her shit. She is like working it all, keeping it all organized. Everything's flowing now. So I'm like, all right, bet, here we go. Now we're flowing. We're doing good. I fucked up and said that out loud. That's where I fucked up at. Because
What'd you fall down?
No, I did everything right. So now we're done with the physical fitness part of it, right? I still have to go do the DOT part of shit.
Right.
So there's another text message I gotta fill out again because I gotta re-register.
Sure.
So I asked the people in the back, I said, do I stay back here and somebody will come get me from back here, or do I go back up front? They hit on the walkie-talkie. We got Mr. Bridget here for the DOT physical. He's back here in PT. Do you guys want him to come up front, or do you want to come back, stay back here, and y'all just come back here and get him? I heard them on the fucking walkie-talkie say, we will come get Mr. Bridget when it is time for his DOT physical. Just have him hang tight. I said, okay, no problem, man. I heard what she said. I did the check-in. I'm chilling. I'm sitting there. I'm talking to the lady that's drinking her detox water and shit. You know, we're going back and forth talking about things. Just chit-chatting. Now I'm chilling. Now PT is getting full of patients now, and I'm just sitting there because I was told to sit here and wait. Bruh, I sit there for like 20 minutes. The lady looks at me. She gets back on the walkie-talkie. Hey, is anybody coming back here to get Mr. Bridget? Like, he's waiting on. We got a DOT physical back here that's waiting to be called, and nobody's come back here to get him. They're like, we're waiting on somebody to pull his folder, and I'm like, all right, whatever, cool.
That's some bullshit.
I'm right here, so I'm.
Where'd you get the other info if they didn't already have your folder?
Bruh.
For the first, I mean,
again, these are questions that I don't know the answers to, but I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I'm sitting there and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. About 10 minutes go by, my phone starts ringing. I'm like, who the fuck is calling me? I don't know the number. Send it straight to voicemail. Boom. Fuck it. Whatever. My voicemail picks up. I look at my voicemail. It's the motherfuckers up front. They're saying they have been calling me 5 times if I'm still in the building to come up front. And I'm like, I look at the lady. I said, ma'am, the people just called me saying and left me a voicemail saying to come up front now. They said they've been calling me 5 times. She goes, hold the fuck on. You wait a damn. Excuse me. The DOT physical that y'all been trying to call, look for, you said you was coming back here to get him. He's right here waiting on y'all to come back here and get him. The girl says that she goes, we're waiting for somebody to get the folder, but you can send them up now. And I'm like, what the fuck? This lady looks at me. She goes, I don't know what the fuck's going on today, but I'm about done with this shit. And I was like, ma'am, I've been here for over an hour and some change at this point now. Like, I've been ready to go. You know what I mean? I did not plan on being in Alexandria this late. I plan on being up here maybe an hour and maybe hour and a half.
Right.
Top.
You should be on the road at that time.
Exactly.
Getting the hell out of Dodge.
But I'm not. So I go on up front. As I'm walking up front to go walk out, waiting to go talk to the ladies up front of the desk, this nurse is like, Mr. Bridget. I said, yes. She goes, I need you here. Do you waiting on? So now this is DOT physical time. She said, yeah. Cool. Let's get this knocked out the way. DOT physicals ain't shit. They're the basic bullshit. Weight, height, vision, hearing, boom. You know what I mean? Then the doctor comes in, checks your joints and shit like that.
Okay.
And they measure your neck. And I knew that was coming. So the woman does all this shit. She goes, okay, let's get you to a room. As I'm walking to the back to these rooms, all of them are occupied. She goes, I'm gonna just have to put you in this room for right now. This is not the room you're gonna be examined in. We only have one doctor on duty. When the room opens up, I'll come back and get you.
Oh, for God's sake, here we go again.
That's the same shit I said. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Again, I've already done the physical fitness part. I'm good.
You gonna be there till close, Mike.
Bruh.
You ain't getting out of that bitch till 4:15.
Bruh. You are almost right on the money with that time. So
what time did you get out of there? 4?
Yeah. About 4:30. Yeah, it was around there. So
oh, Jesus Christ.
I was sitting in this motherfucking room, man. I'm on the gram. I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it. I'm already here. I've already done everything. Just ride this motherfucker out. You're right there, right?
Right.
The lady comes back. About 5 minutes later, yeah, I got a room for you. Cool. Go to this room. She goes, just set up here, wait for the doctor. She gives me some shorts to put on. She's like, you need to put these shorts on. You can keep your underwear on, but put these shorts on. I'm like, ma'am, that's not going to fit me. She was like, you know what? Fuck it. Just leave your shit on. If Doc needs to take something off, you can just take it off. Cool. No problem. I'm sitting there chilling. Now I'm waiting on the one doctor that they have.
One.
Bro, I'm waiting. I want to say about 15 minutes come by, the doctor comes in. This is what the doctor does as soon as he comes in the door.
Is this place run by Somalis?
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been getting nothing done there if it was.
I'm not even sure. So, the doc comes in. He looks at me. He says, okay, we got to go over some things real quick. Have you ever had a sleep apnea test done? I said, no, because I don't have sleep apnea. He goes, well, do you know what sleep apnea is? I'm like, yes, I know what the fuck it is, but I don't have it. I don't need to be tested for it, but I know you're going to say I got to get tested for it because of the circumference of my neck. I know that because that's DOT now. That's what they do.
Right,
if your neck circumference is bigger than 15, you have to go get a sleep apnea test done. Most places, if you're already a truck driver, most places just say fuck it. They don't even give a damn. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
So this motherfucker's like, has your primary doctor ever talked to you? Because your blood pressure is not high. It's a little high, but not really high. I said, yeah, it probably is a little high because I had fucking Chinese food yesterday. You know what I mean? So he's like, I said, plus I'm a big dude. He was like, that was the other thing I was getting at. Has your primary doctor ever talked to you about shit? I'm like, yeah. And they never recommended a sleep apnea test? No. Well, why not? I don't fucking know, bruh. I'm just here to get this DOT shit.
No wonder things are taking so long. So does he force you to do a sleep apnea test before you leave?
I have to do a sleep apnea test. So with DOT licenses, you are cleared on medical anywhere from 3 months to 2 years. I've always been cleared for 2 years, but the place I'm going to, they only allow you to be cleared up to a year. You got to go back and do it every year.
Okay.
This dude only approved me for 6 months, so now I got to get a sleep apnea test done before I go back to do it again. But I'm like, the sleep apnea part, it's all a fucking ploy just for money. It's all about fucking the bread.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's
you know what I mean?
I snore, but I'm like working on figuring out a way to stop it.
But that's the thing.
Without having to go do all that shit.
I don't stop breathing. I don't have no lack of energy in the mornings. I get up and I get my shit going. You know what I mean? None of the symptoms of sleep apnea I have. But it's just because my neck circumference is bigger than 15 and I'm overweight. So because of that, you got to have sleep apnea. You got to get this test done.
I bet I qualify. I don't know if I'm 15 or not, though, on the neck.
Nah, you're probably not.
You know?
But the dude was trying to talk to me about shit, and I'm like, bruh, do I have the fucking medical license or not right now, man? You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm here for. So he does the little shit. Put your arms like this. Don't let me pull them down. Do this. Don't let me push you down. Do this on your leg. Don't let me push you down. You know, do this on the... And that's all he does. That's it. Okay, you're good to go. Cool. This motherfucker goes, I'm going to go up front and I'm going to send you a text message. And you got to fill out that form on a text message, and then I'll come back and give you your paper for your 6 month. And I said, bruh, why am I filling out? You know, fuck it, just shoot the text message.
Okay, yeah, hurry up.
He goes up front. I'm sitting here waiting for a text message to come through. I'm on the gram. Find text message come through. I fill the shit out, get the green check. Now I'm waiting for this dude to come back with paperwork. It's not even him that comes back. It's another nurse. Never seen her. She gives me my paperwork. She goes, here's your 6 months this, here's this. We've sent everything off. I'm like, cool. I'm already in my head. I gotta text the lady tomorrow to make sure, hey, did you get everything? Because I've done everything, you know, just to make sure you got this.
Follow
because
through.
This place that you guys sent me to was nowhere near professional with any fucking thing. You know what I mean? None of the shit was in order. None of the shit was organized. I lack a fuck ton of confidence in this place to do anything fucking right, especially knowing that this dude in front of me still ain't got his pistis because he was in the lobby when I left. Now, bruh, I have been there from 12:30 to 4 o'clock, yo.
Wow.
12:30 to 4.
You was a half hour early. You was cruising. You should have been on the road 2:15.
Bruh,
trucking.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, you know what? Cool. I got it done. That was the last thing I had to do. Everything else I already took care of. Wasn't no problems. This is the only hiccup I had. Cool. I'll deal with it. You know what I mean? Because I always look at shit this way. When things are going too good, there's going to be a hiccup. And then you got to get through the hiccup. Yeah. And then it's going back to being good.
Well, that's
again.
like the podcast right now. We got to get through this hiccup of distribution. What's actually happening here? And then, where are we going to be in the future?
Once you figure it out, then it's back to smooth sailing.
MFS 2.0.
Yeah.
Coming with it. Hit 1,000 episodes, and we get to flip things up and figure out what the fuck's actually happening now.
You know, we did kind of pre-curse ourselves because, like, we had 1,000 episodes, and what was it, the 3 AI ship, asteroid, whatever thing was going to come by and fuck everything up. Yeah. That motherfucker might have came through and fucked some shit up.
3i Atlas came and messed up the AI that checks out things, or something new changed, or I don't know. Fuck them. Yeah. We're going to try to get it figured out, at least be in YouTube and Rumble world.
But anyway, so how was your holiday, though? How was Christmas and everything?
It was nice.
There you go.
Went to the cousin's house and hung out, watched their kids fucking open shit, and, you know, had some cinnamon rolls.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Keeping it simple, keeping it nice.
Yeah.
It was, you know, good times.
We ended up cooking on Christmas Eve, had family over, which is cool. Everybody came over, chilled, and then went to wifey's family on Christmas. That was cool. Everybody chilled, ate, and, like, really just a past couple days, just been a whole lot of eating. Really, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you know, leftovers the day after, you know what I mean, just pretty much lounging, you know, trying to get things in order now today. And this week coming, I got, you know, cars got to get inspected and shit like that.
Yeah, that's big shit.
You know, get them knocked out the way, since I'm not going to be down Manassas anymore, you know what I mean? Like, you used to just be like, hey, nephew, come pick my shit up and take care of it. Now I actually got to get down there and get it all done. So that's kind of
that's a big change for you, Mike. But
not that bad.
It'd be worth it to be not having to drive up there every day.
Yeah,
shit.
At the end of the day, it's still a good move. Not dealing with the management and all that shit. And
even if the head is up the ass only half as much as what you've been dealing with, it's gonna be a lot better off.
Oh yeah. Like, and that's the one thing I told these people when they were telling me about the position and everything. They were very upfront with shit. They're like, look, it is a bit of a shit show right now. We're going through this transition. This is the problems we have. Fair enough.
Nice to get a little bit of transparency.
I know the problems that you have. I've dealt with those problems before. Where I was at, I can deal with those problems because at first I'm training.
Well,
you know, and then I'll be into it.
They need somebody to, like, sit around behind a desk and do some shit doesn't have to take a drug test. I'll let your boy.
You say that.
Even if you do, I can fake them. But like, you know, yeah, shit's been crazy. Shout out to Big Splinter. On the YouTube, following there, I think now. Unfortunately, everybody's having to migrate to the YouTube.
Yeah.
So numbers might go up there, which will be cool. But shout out to Splinter. He's talking about how there are places to buy grams of gold and shit. And like, I did find one myself online where I could buy gold.
Like actual physical gold,
and have it sent to the crib and all that shit. So like, that's pretty cool. So give big shout out there, and Kyle, big shout out to Kyle saying he wants to come through if we're ever doing a Saturday show.
Oh, nice,
so if we can ever get, you know, the whole crew back together again sometime next year, maybe we do a Saturday session, get Big Kyle to come down.
Yeah, it might be possible because I know once I actually get in this vehicle, it'll be a 6-day-a-week kind of deal for me. So
no.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, but we'll see. Like I said, first I got to get in the truck. I still got training and all that shit to do because they send you out of state the last week. You got to go out of state for the final shit,
like a corporate facility.
Yeah. Which ain't bad. You know what I mean? I can deal with that. They pay for everything: hotel, rental car, the whole nine.
Yeah, I mean that has perks. Like when they sent me to Mexico from my job, that was pretty dope.
Yeah,
and everything paid for. But that was a little bit different of an experience than I wasn't going for training.
Going for training. You know what I mean?
But you know, it gives me more reason to try to sell people on certain brands of tires.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you need tires? You should get BF Goodrich.
Yep.
That's the shit.
Just throw it on out there.
Damn right. Those KO3s. I talk about KO3s so much they be advertising on my phone and shit to me.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want Bridgestone KO3s? I'm like, yeah, I do, motherfucker, but I'm gonna need at least 25 more thousand miles out of these tires I got. But I did find I was looking at the tires because I've been getting my shit rotated every 5,000 or so, and which is what you're supposed to do. And on my first Jeep, well, my second Jeep, when I rotated my tires every 5,000 or so, I went about 70,000 miles without really losing tread. Well, not necessarily losing tread, but I didn't need tires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were wearing, but they weren't needed. And I feel like the Bronco looks like it's going through them a little quicker, which means I think it's a little heavier. Yeah,
that's definitely going to be heavier than your original Jeep.
Yeah,
it's definitely that's definitely heavier.
It's a bigger vehicle. So yeah, the same tires I'm hoping at this point for $50K out of them, but I'm definitely getting KO3s when I get more tires.
I got tires coming in Monday for mine. I gotta get 2 tires and then rotate them, get the oil change on that, and then take the wife's car down. And all she gotta do is get her shit. All I gotta do is get her shit inspected. And
that's what's up. And like, yeah, we gotta get. I'm not sure how we'll do NPR. Mason Public Radio once Steve gets back up in here, but we're gonna definitely have some,
we gotta throw that in there some kind of way.
Session with the homeboy Steve.
Yeah. Shout out Biggie.
Yeah, we're hoping to get Big Steve back up in the mix.
Yep. Whole lot of things will be happening in 2026.
Yeah. We're gonna find a way to get to another level.
You know what? I really hope 2026 isn't as fucking stupid as 2025 has been.
I can't imagine it's going to be any less stupid, Mike.
I don't see it being any less stupid, but I just don't want to say as stupid because, man, 2025, that has been a fucking hell of a ride this season.
It's been a shit show.
This season of America
has been a shit show.
Has been just some fucking wild fucking shit.
Yeah.
That I think we'll cover on the next episode, but I mean, god damn it, man.
It has been a real shit show. I don't even know how else to describe what I feel like we have witnessed this year in this season of America, as you say.
When you say shit show, 2025 is going to be right next to that definition. Shit show, just America, 2025. That's exactly it.
Yeah. Things are really amazing out here.
Because I really thought I was going to be watching football on Christmas, but I forgot it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Forgot it was even on Netflix.
I actually got Netflix so my folks could see it because I was thinking about watching Stranger Things.
Bruh, that's a whole other thing I got to talk about too.
Because please tell me that I shouldn't waste my time, because it seems like it might be a good show,
bruh,
but at the same time I don't necessarily want to commit to watching it.
The shit is good, but this season has pissed me off to certain shit because And I think the problem with Stranger Things that I think that everybody has with it at this point is that they waited so long to wrap this shit up.
Yeah, they look like adults.
You can't get that image of adulthood out of your head. You
well, right, like I saw a flash of Millie Bobby Brown, and I was like, that bitch look grown as fuck.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? And like I know she's supposed to be a kid.
Exactly. Like, so you can't take the adult out of the kid or them trying to make the adults look like kids and the motherfucker. Then they got such drawn out monologue shit now that makes no sense for it to be in. Like this, I just watched the last episode of the shit that they dropped for Christmas.
Because there's one more on New Year's Eve.
One more on New Year's Eve that's 2 hours long, basically. And
that's it, right?
And that's it to this motherfucker shit, right? And granted, it's going okay, but some of the writing makes no sense. Like, there's things in this shit that they don't fucking need. Like, they got, spoiler alert, they got, this one monologue with Max. If you watch the show, you know who the fuck she is, and this other girl named Holly. They're trying to escape the upside down.
Okay.
The porthole is like right there where your bookcase is at.
Okay.
These bitches are looking at the motherfucking porthole to get out.
10, 15 feet away.
For Max to get out. Now, Holly can't get out. Max tells this bitch, hey, you can't come with me because that's not your porthole. You got to find out where your portal is. 10 feet away from where this bitch is getting out. This bitch is like, yo, bitch, what the fuck? For real? I can't. Where the fuck am I supposed to do? I helped you get here. Now you telling me I can't go with you? Fuck. They talk for about 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
A 20-minute long dialogue. Which I'm like, bitch, tell her the trick and then go. Because the motherfucker should be on y'all's ass right now. But then guess what? While she's in the 20-minute dialogue, this little bitch's portal opens up over here. You know what I mean?
And they can see it too?
They go and they start walking. And I'm like, why y'all walking? First of all,
wouldn't you run?
Yeah, you would. That's
like, isn't there a time limitation? You would think like this portal might close.
That's
now there's someone. Let me rush through it.
Exactly. That was the thing that people ate them up on fucking Instagram. They ate them up on this shit. It was like, why the fuck are you sitting there talking?
Yeah, nah. You're making me not. You're making me not want to watch it.
Then fucking Will.
Keep going.
The people that watch the show, you know who the fuck Will is. Will has a 20-minute drawn out dialogue of him coming out the closet to all his friends that he's fucking gay. They told you this nigga was gay in like season 3, baby, or season 1. Everybody knew this little motherfucker was gay when he fucking came back. You knew this motherfucker was gay. So now you wait till this point in the time where he's like, I got a battle factor, and he knows all your secrets and everything you're afraid of, and the only thing that I haven't told you guys was I don't like girls. Nigga, no shit.
Is that what everybody said when they look at him like, yeah, okay, so what are you talking about?
Hey, that was the whole fucking thing in that pitch. I'm like, everybody knew you was gay. Even your homeboy knew that you was the one that he was the only one that he knew he was gay, but he didn't know who he liked until he said, you know, I even had a feelings for this person, but I realized that this person wasn't like that. And that's when that motherfucker was like, oh shit.
Why is this even in this show? I'm on that Snoop Dogg shit now.
I can't figure out because it had nothing to do with shit. Like, okay,
it sounds to me like they had a season left to go, and they had like 3 episodes of stuff, and they're like, let's drag everything out as much as possible and add in some shit that doesn't matter.
Bro, they dragging some shit out, and I'm like, come on, man, like let's wrap this shit up. Because now I'm at the point where it's like, all right, I done watched this shit so long now. Let's go ahead and just wrap it up.
Right, now. You can't get out. You gotta ride to the end. It's like I don't have to start. No, you know what I'm saying? And it sounds like I maybe should. Here's the
thing: it was good until this fucking this season that they released. Just it's good and bad at the same time. You know what I mean? There's some good shit to it, but there's also shit that's like, yo, what the fuck? What are we doing now?
Yeah, that's terrible, dude.
The other bitch in there, 11, Sister 8, that bitch, we already know she the ops. She gonna do something fucked up at the end. Don't know how, but I know she is. Cause this bitch ain't do shit. Once they fucking found her and saved this bitch, it's a bitch just like 11, the main character in that bitch. It's another girl that's just like her.
Okay.
They find this bitch, they rescue her.
She got like special powers and shit, right?
Yep.
Right.
This bitch does nothing to help these motherfuckers in anything after they fucking rescue this
Which
out.
she could do because of her special powers.
She could do a whole lot of shit. But guess what this bitch is doing?
Watching.
That's it. That's all she doing.
She's waiting for the outcome she wants to have happen.
She ain't doing
and doing
shit.
Nothing to affect what these people want to have happen.
All she's telling is the main character, L, bitch, nah, we need to die because once we die, can't nobody do what the fuck they're doing. Because basically they're like, you know, they're trying to make replicas of the main bad guy again in the science experiments. And I'm like, hey, it makes sense.
So they're trying to recreate what they already created, but what was lost. Like, did these people kill this thing?
Nah, they're trying to kill the motherfucking thing, but then they find out,
and they're trying to make more of these things they can't kill.
Yeah, but then they find out that this motherfucker
sounds like the government doing secret experiments.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's all it is. But the government fucked up and created the wormhole because now the upside down isn't what the upside down has been this whole fucking time. It's actually a wormhole. It's a bridge to another fucking world that you just fucking found out about last episode. I'm like, huh? How the fuck you gonna throw this fucking monkey wrench in this bitch?
You know they should call this show Plot Device.
Yeah. Because
here's another plot device.
That's what it is. Now, here's the thing.
That's some bullshit.
These motherfuckers, from what I understand, the Doofy brothers, whoever the fuck these brothers are, they didn't want their shit to be like how people were talking about Game of Thrones. How Game of Thrones ended in a fucked up ass, dumbass way.
Yeah.
But it is now. Because it's like, yo.
So they tried hard not to fuck it up, but they are actually fucking it up.
Exactly. Because everybody's like, oh,
you know what else I haven't watched?
Which one?
Game of Thrones. I ain't watched that shit.
Game of Thrones wasn't bad until the end when they changed it up. It's the same thing with what's the zombie
Walking
joint?
Dead.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped after Carl got bit. I was like, I had enough. I didn't even need to watch Carl die in the next episode. I was done.
The Asian dude when Negan fucking cracked
him with the bat. Yeah,
that's when it was over.
Yes.
Because after that, nobody came back.
I watched like another maybe season and a half after that, or something like that, and that was when Carl got bit, and I was like, "Yeah,
I tried to get through it, but when they had the motherfuckers walking around with the dead motherfuckers with them on them,
yeah,
I'm like, okay, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing way too much.
Because that had stopped. That started long after I had stopped.
Yeah, and I think I made it to season 9, maybe almost to season 10, but it just, I'm like, fuck, man, like y'all gotta do like Seinfeld. Know when you're there and bow out gracefully. You know what I mean? Like, just call it a wrap. You know what I mean? But instead, you drug the show out. Then you had, I don't know how many spinoffs of fucking shit with the show. You know what I mean? I have never watched any of them because I had no desire to it. How many times can you do a zombie show with the same zombies or the characters with the zombies? Even this motherfucker that Daryl cat, he's in London somehow with the motorcycle still.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You know what I mean? Carol's old ass found a plane somehow and flew over there to him.
Where are you getting jet fuel? Where are you getting fuel at all?
After all this time.
Are you running a petroleum refinery?
And you had enough to leave from over here to get over there?
No way.
You know, to make it make sense.
Nah, I can't, dude. They all suck, and I'm glad I'm not watching them.
That's the thing that we get. But the newest thing I've watched that I actually enjoyed was Welcome to Derry, the prequel to It.
I've heard it's good.
Bruh, that shit, the way it's written, I want to check out the other shit that I didn't know about. Something Castle. I gotta look it up again because I meant to send it to this other cat.
The Man in High Castle?
Nah, it's like so I guess they did Stephen King spinoffs to where like, okay, so Welcome to Derry is the prequel to It, how it came to be, you know what it is.
Right.
Done up well, the writing's done well, but it shows you the caretaker in The Shining. He's in Welcome to Derry. It ties characters.
Yeah.
Of Stephen King.
Scatman Carruthers character, right?
It ties
the brother with the chick on the wall with the big afro.
Yep, it ties all these.
Such a great.
It ties characters in.
When me and the homie
Stephen
Brendan
King.
ate mushrooms and watched The Shining,
Hey, you see that part?
every time it would go to Scatman Carruthers just sitting there by himself staring, we would start giggling. And God, what a fun fucking time.
Yeah, Shining was kicking in.
Such a fun time, bro. We were having such a fun time. Every time it went to him sitting there, nothing was happening.
Castle Rock, that's what it's called. So Castle Rock is a 2-season show. The first season has something to do with Shawshank, right?
Okay.
Which Shawshank is mentioned in there because it's a Stephen King.
It's extended Stephen King universe.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And then the second season has to do with the nurse in Misery.
Okay.
It's a prequel to that bitch. So that's what the second season of that is.
So you get to watch a whole TV series about that bitch losing her mind before she chops off.
So that's what I think. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard about it, and I'm like, well, fuck. Since I watched Derry, let me check out this motherfucker.
What's that on?
Castle Rock. It's on. I think it's on Hulu and Netflix now.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
so I'm gonna check it out just to see what it's working with.
did you see the homie Jake Paul get his jaw broke?
Yeah,
Wasn't that satisfying? Finally,
it was good.
With that said, here, say it, and then we got to wrap this one up.
It was good, but it wasn't like It was like, no shit. He should have got his jaw broke.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, I saw the hit and I was like, boy, he's wide open there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He is just as unprotected.
He gonna eat that
as
whole
he can
motherfucking
be.
fist.
And that's a full Anthony Joshua throw right there. And that dude he cracks.
Because he said, I ain't following the script. Fuck that. I'm gonna hit this motherfucker.
I don't want to disappoint my fans.
Yeah.
And it was the way to go. And Jake Paul made $92 million anyway, so
you still made money.
You could break my jaw for $92 million.
Still made money.
Yeah.
And then his podcast brother talking about he gonna get revenge. Hey, if you don't shut your I don't understand why these guys are famous. I don't know what I thought they were the Dano kids.
Yeah, I don't know
but
what they did.
apparently they're not.
I really don't understand what they did. I know they were on YouTube, and then now they're doing pro wrestling and boxing, and they're both like fairly talented at what they're doing, but they're not like the upper echelon.
Yeah.
The wrestler one has the chance to get to that level. I'd say he seems to be a pretty good pro wrestler.
I don't know,
but
because
like,
even that shit's fake as fuck.
Well, that's my point. Like, that's way more in the lane of what the boxer one wants.
Yeah.
Because the boxer one wants to be able to go out there and fight guys that he can't compete with.
Yeah.
And make it look like he can.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
But with that said, ladies and gentlemen,
oh yeah,
we're gonna have to bring this episode of the Mason and French Show to a close. I'd like to thank you if you're still riding with us here at the Rickety Ship.
Hey, appreciate all y'all, man.
You know, pardon the hiccups as of late, but we'll get something figured out for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep rocking and rolling because, quite frankly, we do this because we like doing it.
Yes, sir.
Not because it pays the bills. It doesn't pay the bills.
Sure don't.
If you didn't know. So, yep, that's right. Thank you so much for listening. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things that you're trying to get done, because that's how they're going to get done.
We believe in you.
And don't forget, we love you very, very much.
Love y'all.
And wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go.